And do you think that, um, well, no, I can hear it anyway. Probably that's not the correct way to say it, but getting involved in those community charities and events did help you sort of let go of the emotional pain of losing your husband, but not letting go of him or his memories, and then recreating a new relationship with another man.
Yes, absolutely. By being able to not only help other individuals, God brings people into our lives for a reason. And when he passed, a lot of individuals came into my life that lost their partners. And it was so comforting for me at the time to be able to help them get through their loss. It was just very weird. And I knew that I had something in me that was good for people. And I wanted to pursue that. I didn't know how, I didn't know where, I didn't know when. And after my dad passed, that was a perfect time to start changing my life. And I realized that helping other people is my passion. And if I can just put a smile on one person's face every single day, I've done my job. I don't make it about me. I make it about them. I love listening to people, learning about people, anybody, all shapes, all colors, all religions, all faiths. I love it. It's so intriguing to me to learn about other people and what they've been through. I don't feel alone. And that's what's opened up a whole new world for me, because for so long I felt like I'm alone. I'm the only one that's going through these things. And no, I'm not. I realized everybody goes through something all the time, just different times in our lives, different experiences, different situations.
Hey,
So,
Diana, I just have a question, and it's perfectly relevant to what you were saying about overcoming the struggles. Have you ever seen that DreamWorks animated movie about Joseph from the Bible, the Prince of Egypt
no,
sequel?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Then I'll just bring up the biblical part of it. But you've read the story of Joseph, right? You know how in the Bible, when Joseph was in prison, that there was just something that suddenly changed for him before he became, the Pharaoh's second in command. And that's when his luck began to turn. Did you ever have that point in your life where when you were in rock bottom, something flicked in your head and then afterwards things seemed to get better?
Yes, absolutely. I think of, mine was, I was living on adrenaline, and my husband's death, all I worried about was the well-being of my daughter. Yes, I was sinking, but she came first. All of her needs, wants. I was so worried about her that this was going to affect her the rest of her life, that I had to make sure that I moved in the right directions and circled her with the right people to help her get through this tragedy. And thankfully I have. She is an amazing young woman, 2 master's degree, a teacher. She is up and coming, and she's got such a full life ahead of her. I'm so proud of her. And, I'm so thankful to God that I was able to help her get through this. And she's going to have life. This is going to affect her for the rest of her life. I just hope I did my part in getting her through that tragedy at that time. But yes, the lights shifted on, and when things started to change for me, I said, okay, I can see direction now. I can see a light. But I was very angry for a lot of years and hostile, and I sometimes wasn't a very nice person. And I knew I needed to change me, and I knew I needed to change my thought process.
That's where I was in 2016 when I was in a rock bottom year. After that year, there was something that flickered when I connected with Andy McPhee. I knew that things needed to be new, and I knew that I needed to be new. Does that sound like where you were at a while ago?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And thankfully, I had very, very supportive friends and certain family members that helped me get through this. Anytime I wanted to talk, they were there for me on the spot. And that makes a whole big difference. You can't hold things in. You have to release it. And it doesn't matter who it is, what it is, as long as you can trust and they're not going to use it against you. You have to feel comfortable. You have to feel like you can be yourself. And once you release it, you feel so much better. And that's healing right there. Acceptance and healing and moving forward. And I had a lot of that. So that still, like I said, helped me get through those really dark times.
Yeah, and I can't imagine going through so many tragedies within, a short period of time. It's really tough, and I'm really impressed that you overcame that.